Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Joe with Bits and Pieces, and I'm going to respond to a question I got on Facebook Messenger from Christina, Georgia's mom. Tomorrow is sadly the 1 year anniversary of Georgia's death, and who was 10 months old, and obviously her family is destroyed in the aftermath of her death. So she had asked about what to do with Georgia's room and if they want to turn it into a playroom for their other children, how do they manage that? So I can't, because I don't know their family, I can't speak to the specifics of their unique circumstances. But when I'm working with someone and they've got a special space and they want to adapt that special space, one of the first things I do is say, be very clear about what is sacred about that space to you and what you want to do with that space. And the next thing that we do in terms of planning is documenting what the space looks like now. So, for example, recently a family with whom I worked who was moving and they didn't want to dismantle their son's room. They brought in a friend of theirs who was a photographer, and they took videos of the room exactly as it was and took thousands of pictures. I think there were so many pictures of small things, pictures of big things, the whole room itself, and the bookshelves and little tiny aspects of the room, both the micro and the macro, and documented the room before they packed up his room. Those are kind of things that I help guide people with in terms of, what do we do with his stuff or her stuff. So if you're going to turn it into a playroom, or if you're going to do something like that, another thing that you could do is create just a little space in there for Georgia, or for, if anyone else is listening, for the person you love who died. Create a little, make something. Maybe it's a piece of art, or maybe it's a candle. Probably not for a playroom, but maybe it's a special pillow or something that the family makes together to honor the person who died. And so integrating them in the new design is also a way of bringing them forward. And of course, this is all in accord with your culture and your values and what you believe would be best for you and your family. I hope this is helpful in some small way. Christina, thank you for the question. We'll be holding you and precious Georgia in our hearts tomorrow. This is Dr. Joe with Bits and Pieces, Ahimsa for all beings.